That's bogus. It's funny. All right. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Vari here. I'm laughing because I just started this little live session, and as soon as I started it, like I started saying something, that my screen went blank, and it was like, "Oh, you lost connection. Like, go somewhere where your connection is better." Oh, what does it look like I'm sitting? I might have to. Yeah, I might have to find a spot to go. I don't know. This is fine. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not clearly, or if it's also spinning on the audio, but the video is not really what's important. What's really important is just, the words more or less. Although, they do say, majority of communication is, through body language. So that's why video is so powerful. But anyways, I don't know if I should be waiting for people to get on here or not. I may or may not. Because usually this is around the time that the kids get up and stuff. So anyways, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, I named this one today confidence, charisma, and something else. I don't even remember why I named it. Clarity, that's right. The reason why I named it is because all those are pretty much the three things that you need in order to complete anything that you want in life, which is clarity, confidence, and charisma. And the cool thing about it is that all those three things, they all intertwine with each other. So like, once you get clear about what it is that you want, and you get clear about who it is that you are as a person, then, it adds to your confidence. And that confidence adds to your charisma. I'm gonna give you an example. So imagine, have you ever been somewhere, like let's say, if you remember back in the day, I don't know, like maybe high school, something, elementary. You remember you're sitting at elementary school, whatever, or high school, and you got a prom or something, or a dance or something. And at this dance, nobody wants to dance with each other. Everyone's sitting on the wall. Nobody's getting together. No one wants to dance on the floor or nothing, because everyone's scared, right? Now, think back, like, who was that first person who went into the dance floor or whatever and started dancing? Or went and found, one of the girls on the side of the wall was like, "Hey, you want to dance with me?" And then went out and danced. Like, everybody remembers that person, right? Because that's the first person who decided to take a chance. That was the first person who decided to be vulnerable and do something that nobody else is willing to do. And so that adds to what people's idea of, like, damn, you know what, like, that person is like really confident. That person has a lot of charisma. That person is like not scared of anything. And so it attracts people to you because those are qualities that people really, really want. Everybody wants to be confident. Everybody wants to be fearless in everything that they do. But for some reason, there's this something inside that just keeps people from doing it. And what that thing is not being clear about who you are, not being clear about what your ability on this earth is. Like, we all have the potential to do some amazing, amazing stuff. And very few people actually make a decision to unlock that potential. And then even the people who do unlock that potential, a lot of times don't even go to the full potential. And so when you think about that, it's like, why would you spend your life afraid to do the things that you know are going to make you, in the end, happy? Like, why would you be afraid to talk to 100 people a day? Like, you're never going to see those people again, especially on the internet. You're talking about people on the internet. Why wouldn't you talk to 100 people on the internet every single day? It's like, you're never going to run into those people at the store. You're never going to run into those people, at a party around your house or something. So it's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you go contact 100 businesses a day and pitch your product? Why wouldn't you? It just, and every time you ask that question, like, people come up with some kind of bullshit answer. And, the truth is, like, the real answer is, like, the only thing that would keep somebody from doing something that would benefit them, the only thing that would keep them from doing it would be fear. And so once you get clear, that fear goes away, because a lot of that fear is from not knowing. Everyone gets anxiety from not knowing. I remember when I was in prison and I was still waiting for my court date and all my cases to finished up or whatever. And I was sitting in prison and I didn't have a release date. And so I was sitting there, it just created a lot of anxiety, a whole lot of fear because it was like, not knowing just does that. Because then you start thinking crazy stuff like, oh, the worst thing is going to happen and stuff that would never, ever, ever happen. Like I knew someday they had to let me out. I knew they had to let me out someday. But in my mind, without having like an exit date, it's like, I'm in here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in here forever. And so, in the same kind of contents, it's like, people get in their mind like, not knowing what someone's gonna say when you approach them. Man, if I approach them and they reject me, man, it's gonna be game over. Like everybody on Facebook's gonna laugh at me. Fucking all my family and friends are gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna have to quit my business, go into hiding. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like the conversation was, at least for me anyways, when I first, got started and didn't even get into like personal development or understanding who I was, what my purpose was, why I was here. Like that's exactly how I feel, and that's exactly how that conversation was going on in my mind. I don't want to talk to them because if I talk to them, they're gonna tell everybody that they told me no, and then I can't. You know what I'm saying? Then I just gotta, I gotta call it a day. Everyone's gonna laugh at me, which is funny, because so what if everyone laughs at you? I mean, in you know what I'm saying, and like in reality, you know what I'm saying, like. So what if they laugh at you? You know what I'm saying? Like people are so busy and so focused on like their own lives that if somebody laughs at you, they're gonna forget that they laughed at you an hour later. You know what I'm saying? So why not make a crazy ass post that, you know what I'm saying, may or may not help your business? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not make a crazy ass post that may get your get your face out there, help you with your branding? You know what I'm saying? Why not? So what if people laugh at you? You know what I'm saying? And that's where that charisma comes in. That's where people are like, you know what, this person just put themselves out there. And you know what? Like, damn, I wish I could do that. And then that's why people think that you have charisma. That's why people think you have confidence. And really, when you know yourself, you actually do have charisma and confidence because you don't have fear that other people have. And it releases you from this grip that 98% of people out here have. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to be free to do stuff that people won't do because of fear. And so, my advice, which I don't even know if you should be taking advice from me because honestly, you should be, taking advice from people who are where you want to be. I may be where a few people want to be at. That's cool. They can follow me. They can take advice from me. But I mean, seriously, like I don't take advice from people who are making $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month. I take advice from people who are making, $100,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to take advice from somebody who's not where I'm at? And so, that's another thing is like, you gotta cut out all the static. Anybody who's giving you advice who isn't where you want to be, myself included, you got to cut that static out. I'm not saying don't follow me. I want you to follow me for sure. But like 98% of my advice is more than likely probably static. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not where you want to be, you know what I'm saying? And what you want to focus on, you want to tune in on the person who has exactly what you want. And the thing that really fucked me up for like a year and a half was spending all my time trying to get advice from all these people who weren't where I was at. All these people who sounded authoritative, right? They sounded like they knew what they were talking about. But the truth is that all that shit was static. You know what I'm saying? Like, just static. So, you gotta be careful about that. You know what I'm saying? Just, the only person you should be listening to is the person who has the results that you want. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. So, and I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to talk about this morning. I think that was pretty much my whole agenda right there. I gotta get upstairs and start cooking breakfast for the girls and stuff, so I didn't want to make this too long. But yeah, man, basically, just figure out figure out who you are, figure out what your purpose is, and once you figure that out, and once you realize that nobody else in this world matters except for the people that really matter to you, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be you in front of them, whether that means asking them to be a part of your business, to build your business, asking them to, get referrals for your business or whatever. Don't be afraid, of what they think of you, because in the end of the day, that shit really doesn't matter. 10 years from now, you might not even know that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? And 10 years from now, you could be either living, the high life, or you could be living, the same life that you're living today, and it won't matter to them at all. You know what I'm saying? So you really just gotta get clear about what it is you want and get focused. And then once you get that clarity, get the understanding that nobody else's opinion really matters. And don't just say like, "Oh, I don't care what other people think," but really, you know what I'm saying? Take that shit into your heart and like get a real understanding in your mind, so that when times do come where it comes to like approaching somebody, you're not all like, "Man, I don't know if I should do it." You know, questioning yourself. You just go ahead and do it because you understand that regardless of what they say, the social consequences of what they say or whatever don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna forget about it later on that day. So it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So once you get that clear in your head, then comes a confidence. Once you got that confidence, comes a charisma. You know what I'm saying? And it's game over. And that's pretty much a triple threat for anything that you want in life. So take it and run with it. You know, if you want. If not, that's cool too. It's your boy Vari Kid. Catch up with me tomorrow again with the G Talk in the garage, early ass in the morning, because everyone upstairs is asleep. All right? Peace.